So here we have the BMW 320i on a 13 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside though, you can see it's a 4-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you'll see we have reversing sensors and plenty of boot space as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that I've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in excellent condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get full leather seats. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the far left-hand side, we have the fuel gauge, then the speedometer, rev counter, and coolant temperature gauges. In the middle at the bottom, you can see the total miles of the car. They're 35,623. The information displayed above that can be changed by pressing a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various bits of trip computer, car, and fuel economy information. If we back out to the steering wheel, we have cruise control over on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, both stereo and phone controls for the car. The phone controls can only be used after such time as you pair the phone up to the car, of course. And that is done over on the screen in the center just here. This is BMW's professional nav, so it's the extra wide screen. Go down to telephone and then follow the instructions on screen from there. All the movement I'm making on the screen is all being done using the iDrive system, which is essentially this dial, the collection of buttons around it as well, but virtually everything can be done just using this dial, which makes it much easier as you're driving along, of course. So satellite navigation, you push the dial down to enter that menu. You can zoom in and out of the map by rotating the dial. As you can see, you get a nice clear color display for the satellite navigation. We can go back a page where you can pair your phone, as I mentioned already. You can also listen to the radio, of course. This car has got plenty of ways to listen to the radio, AM and FM at the top there. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do that under the multimedia heading. And again, a few ways to listen to your own music. We've got Bluetooth audio in the middle there, auxiliary input at the bottom, and at the top, the one that's being highlighted at the moment, that's the USB input for the car. On top of which, we also have a CD player. Working our way down, you'll see the CD player just here, the main volume for the stereo, and then dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed individually for both driver and passenger. When you're happy with those settings, the air conditioning is on at the minute, so that's off, back on again. Or hit auto. The car will now take control of the direction of the air and the fan speed to maintain those temperatures for you. You can hear it doing that in the background. Press auto again, you'll go back to whatever setting you had it on previously. We also have a heated driver's seat with 3 different heat settings, and the same for the passenger just there. Underneath that, we have a 12-volt charging socket, the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox, and then these buttons just here. So you can turn off the traction control for the car, and you can change the driving setup of the vehicle as well. So you can put the car into sport mode, comfort, which is your everyday driving, and Eco Pro as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.